My next guest is a modern-day siren, enticing her fans who want to know what she will do next, and the men who cannot resist her call. Susan Lucci is the queen of the daytime vamps. Sink into the suds with us and find out why this sexy spitfire is so appealing.
Money is trash! Why haven't you learned that by now? It's not money! Money is trash!
I always knew I wanted to be an actress. I always knew that I was very happy, if not happiest, performing.
Susan Lucci's stage these days is a studio on Manhattan's Upper West Side, and her character, Erica Kane Montgomery.
You had me, and you had the baby. We would have stood by you.
I grew up as a Catholic. I am a Catholic. And being taken to church on Sunday with my parents, most of the time, I had to restrain myself from running up onto the altar and singing. It looked like a great stage to me. I could hardly control myself. When I wasn't doing that, I was observing the lights, the great chandeliers hanging down, thinking that I could jump from the balcony, hold onto those lamps, and swing my way down to the altar, and then arrive and sing. I guess it's just in my blood.
If she was inventive, energetic, and sassy as a young girl, it's not hard imagining Susan Lucci's portrayal of the willful and passionate Erica Kane.
Did you for your money? Did you? Well, then what did you think that made me? What did you think that made me? What did you think?
Erica can be a nasty bimbo. She's a career woman whose ambition and greed would make J.R. Ewing blush. She had the first abortion on daytime TV.
I did what I had to do.
For whom? You didn't even tell me you were pregnant.
She's been hateful to her mother. And in the past, this female Casanova has treated men like pieces in the clothes closet, exchanging one for another to suit her mood.
Oh, my.
Here's the shortened version of her sensational and steamy love life. She married Jeff, but divorced him. She married Phil, but then gave him the boot to have an affair with Phil's father. Nick was next, but he never really returned her calls. Then there was Brandon. She wrecked his home. She nearly had an affair with her own half-brother, but settled for a tryst with Tom. He was her boss, but she eventually gave him the pink slip. There are just a few more. Kent showed up, but she killed him. Erica was saved from execution by a last-minute reprieve. She fell in love with Mike, but he trekked off to Tibet, so she latched on to Adam. Mike came back, but so what? He died too.
2 whole weeks.
Oh, 2 whole weeks I'm going to be with the most sexy, beautiful, wonderful woman in the world.
This is Travis, her current screen husband and father of her child.
When I think of everything that I put you through.
Oh, no. Nothing else matters.
For Erica, the adventures and stories never stop. For Susan Lucci, she's found more than once life imitating soap opera.
As I went along, people sometimes would say to me, "Oh, Erica's so outrageous." And so I would think, is she outrageous? I mean, she seemed to me to be quite realistic. And every time I started thinking, maybe I've made her too large, I would meet someone very like her.
And some of Erica's charms are the same as Susan's.
Your birth year is not listed on your official ABC bio.
And why should it be?
You don't want people to know how old you are?
Not necessarily.
Why? You don't look your age.
Well, how old am I?
Now that is an Erica.
Susan tells a true story, one that Erica would find delicious. It happened with the wrong man at Susan's own engagement party.
Join us. So he sat across from me all evening, and I remember thinking, this man is so attractive, and I would like to get to know him better, and I shouldn't be having these feelings when I'm engaged to this also very nice man next to me. So I broke my engagement, and Helmut found out about it the next day, asked me out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The constant man in Susan Lucci's real life is her husband, Helmut Huber. They did meet at her engagement party, and for the past 15 years, she says the romance hasn't stopped.
You know, only dances with me, I mean, we came around the corner from Lincoln Center, and we didn't know this. We were just walking down the street, and the New York Philharmonic was playing outside. My husband is Austrian. They were playing Viennese waltzes. Well, he took me in his arms, and we waltzed down the street. I mean, this is a man who hires a horse-drawn sled for me as a surprise in the Austrian Alps and takes me for an hour up into the mountains. And I mean, this man is fantastic.
Look, there they go, sweetheart. Look, Bianca. The birdies, they're flying south. But they'll come back in the spring.
On TV, Erica is now a mother. In real life, Susan Lucci's family is important enough to her not to let us tape them or even see photographs of them. She has also made sure that her contract allows her to be off on her children's birthdays and first days of school. Still, she worries about not being able to spend as much time with them as she would like.
You know, my husband is a big boy and I'm a big girl, and we can arrange to be together, but the kids go to bed at a certain time and they've got their things to do. And it's so wonderful when I'm with them, and so many conversations come up, and I wonder how many I missed or would have happened if I had been there.
One of those priceless talks she was glad she was home for was with her teenage daughter, Liza.
But my daughter is 13, and it's actually wonderful, because she said to me, Mommy, the boys in my school think you're hot. Made me so happy to think those 12 and 13-year-old boys thought I was hot. Said, honey, you have made my day. That was good news. Okay, and I'm going to sit here. You want to take them and have me cross you?
While Susan is making a life of acting at the studio, her daughter is waiting in the wings at school with maybe the same ambition.
She's lovely to watch. I have to wear dark glasses to all her rehearsals and every performance because I just can't believe it that my daughter would share that interest with me. That's more than anybody could hope for. So I'm constantly crying, and I don't want to embarrass her, but I can't help it. Now she says, Mommy, I see the tears coming out from below your dark glasses. Not fooling anybody, Mommy.
All my children, this is show 4857, VTR, September 14, 88, take one.
Oh, Bianca, look at that beautiful turtle that Dave carved for you.
What did you call her?
The main reason Susan doesn't spend more time with her children is her show.
Mr. Flock of Geese.
Like other daytime dramas, All My Children episodes are shot in one day.
And cue Erica.
You are seeing the second of 3 rehearsals before the actual show is taped. This one is mostly for the cameras to make sure shots are set.
Have you ever had one? I love them.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I love it. Me too. But they're very unbelievable.
Actors, crew, and an energized director often work from 7 in the morning to 8 or 9 at night just to get one show done.
Okay, but do we have Nick?
Yeah, Nick's here.
Susan is in many scenes, so her 4-day work week usually ends up being 50 hours.
Lunch.
I know, but what is it?
Fried egg sandwiches. Ever have one?
I love them.
So do I. I love them. However, they are very undignified.
The scenes we are showing you are from a show that aired in late September. And when we visited the set, Erica was in a period of transition. She was hiding from her husband after nearly losing her baby to him. As a result, she ran away, did a lot of soul searching, and decided the simple life was for her.
This dream. I mean, I had an experience that just totally changed me. And all those things that really mattered to me before, fame and fortune and public adulation, they don't matter at all to me. I am free. She's much stronger now and is becoming aware of her strength, even though she's at the moment living a much simpler life. So I think, I hope that this extremely simple life is not a long term storyline.
You miss the glamour.
Well, I don't see why a person can't be rich and deep and have great wardrobe. I don't get it, you know? So hopefully when she goes back, she'll be just fabulous all the way around.
It's not likely Susan will have to worry about that for long. After all, on daytime TV, especially in the make-believe town of Pine Valley, where amnesia is more common than the cold and adultery more frequent than red lights, nice women may be good role models, but they are boring.
Fire and water, is that a good combination?
I know the effect I have on people.
Susan Lucci is clearly a draw. ABC even invested 2 hours of prime daytime for the story of Erica Kane's life. Her fans consistently vote her their favorite daytime actress. Her colleagues repeatedly select her for industry awards. So what is it? After being nominated 9 times, why can't Susan Lucci walk home with an Emmy?
How do you get through that? I mean, do you just not look at television anymore when the Emmys come up?
The fact that those people choose me to be nominated year after year is thrilling to me. I go to those Emmys every year happy. And yes, I get my hopes up. I don't know. I'm just built that way. And I would love to win.
What is an Erica reaction to being nominated for something 9 times and not getting it?
Oh, Erica would have long ago stormed up to the stage, taken that Emmy, taken that thing, told everybody in the Academy off, and gone on in victory.
You're great.
She is proud of her achievements, always has been. And although she laughs about it now, she vividly remembers the editor of the high school yearbook, who could find nothing better to write under Susan Lucci's senior picture than short but sweet.
Having been an honor student, an exchange student, the lead in every play, a cheerleader, the only thing this person wrote was short but sweet. Well, I found out this was a jealous, miserable human being who had never liked me. And she got to write the thing. Terrible.
Now you've
Life
shown
is not
her.
fair.
Now you've shown her you've become famous and she's disappeared.
And where is she?
Where Susan Lucci is stretching her acting abilities. Last month in a made-for-television movie, she played an attorney trying to rescue her family from the mafia.